Boulder City is a small, fairly wealthy suburban town about 30 minutes south of Las Vegas. Many people drive through Boulder City on their way to Arizona or visiting the historical Hoover Dam on Lake Mead. Boulder City has a population of about 15,600 people who enjoy living in the peaceful, small town environment. Not only is Boulder City known for settling due to the construction of the Hoover Dam, but many people love passing through the quiet town and enjoying the amazing local food and walking through downtown BC with its many eclectic shops and stores. Because Boulder City is so small, it only has one elementary school, middle school, and high school. Many students, like me, who grew up in Boulder City, graduated with all the same kids that they attended kindergarten with a few exceptions. The first class to graduate from BCHS was back in 1942. My grandfather, aunts, and uncles all attended Boulder City High School, and many of my teachers did too. BCHS is a high school built on tradition and history. It's the epitome of any movie about a small town where every single person attends the Friday night football games and news travels way too fast. BCHS is a small public high school with an average attendance of about 650 compared to the large high schools in Las Vegas with about over 3,000 students. Over 70% of students are white, and English is spoken by most, if not all, students and faculty. Compared to the many other high schools within the district, BCHS is ranked in the top 10 percentile. However, it is easy to see in the Las Vegas area that the amount of money that goes through the school greatly affects students' education. Despite Boulder City having such a high ranking, Nevada has the worst school districts in the country. Nevada is literally in the last place for education ranking. CCSD spends about $8,200 per student, whereas the national average is about $10,700. I was incredibly lucky to be in a high school that did not follow the pattern of those 20 minutes away. My high school thrives on academics and athletics, with 106 state championships in sports and 54 state academic teen championships in its history. General education, AP classes, honors, college prep, and special education, and many electives were offered to the students. Electives include Spanish, art, band, orchestra, choir, photography, and other subjects. Because I lived in such a small, tight-knit community, I had the opportunity to be involved in many extracurricular activities, like being in the freshman welcoming committee. I was student body historian while playing volleyball and running track. I had a lot of support from my teachers in the community. I believe that attending a small high school in a supportive community really benefited my education. All of my teachers knew me and the rest of their students personally and knew how to teach most effectively. The only downside to being good family friends with your teachers is that if you don't do a homework assignment, it's really easy for them to call your mom and rat you out. All of the teachers and faculties have always been incredibly supportive of the students. What my high school lacked in racial or ethnic diversity, we made up for in different types of diversity. We have many different students with many different lifestyles, personalities, and interests. However, no matter what, the teachers did their best to be the support they needed. As a future teacher, I hope to embody the feeling that I had throughout high school with my experiences and the education that I received. Even if I don't end up being a teacher in a small high school like I attended, I hope to make my future students feel the way I did. All of my teachers genuinely cared not only about my education, but who I am as a person. I truly believe that these two things go hand in hand. How can someone effectively teach another if they don't know how that person learns? You can't. Not only do I believe that it's important to get to know your students, but really creating an environment where students want to learn and enjoy learning is so crucial. Students spend 5 days a week, 6 hours a day at school. The way you treat them makes a lifelong impact. I believe that it is so important to work around your students and make learning the best experience possible, despite who they are and what they believe in. I like to take into consideration whenever I do something the butterfly effect. In this case, as a teacher, the way that you teach will forever make an impact on something and someone. The way that I am as a teacher will affect the way that these students grow up to be, and they will affect the world they grow up in.